What is up you guys, it's your boy and I am back for another video. Let's go! So guys, gusto ko lang i-share sa inyo na I recently bought the iPhone 17, not the 17 Pro and not the 17 Pro Max. So this is also a guide that I will be creating for those people na gustong mag-upgrade sa new released iPhone this year. Alright, so as of the moment, ginagamit ko ngayon yung iPhone 17 ko to shoot this video. So ngayon, before I upgrade, I owned an 11 Pro Max iPhone. Yes guys, for so long, ang iPhone na ginagamit ko po talaga is 11 Pro Max and it was released last 2019. So it's almost 6 years when I got that phone, but I already, sell it to my cousin. It is because mas mapapakinabangan ng cousin ko yung 11 Pro Max. Now, kung bakit ko to sinishare sa inyo ngayon, this is a guide for those who wants to buy the newest iPhone. Ngayon, if you guys are coming from 15, or even nga kahit yung mga 13, 14, 15, 16, I wouldn't really say na mag-upgrade kayo because for me, iPhone camera quality is timeless talaga yan. Maganda talaga yan regardless of the year of your phone. Napakaganda talaga ng camera quality niyan. Ngayon, if you have the means, like the budget, and you really wanted to upgrade, with all means, upgrade sa gusto nyong iPhone. But why did I choose iPhone 17? Here's why. For me, my primary phone is an iPhone, but I also have an Android phone, Samsung phone on the side, and I also have my iPad Pro. Now, bakit pinili ko yung 17 instead of 17 Pro or 17 Pro Max? It is because for me, I actually assess my lifestyle. What is the use of an iPhone for me? So para kasi sa akin, kumbaga ang iPhone is really great for photography. I only use it for work, for personal use, but I often use my Android phone and my iPad Pro, especially when I'm at home. And especially we're working remotely these days, so talagang ang silbi lang sa akin ng iPhone is really to do my basic navigation stuff. That's why I settled with 17. This is because this is again not my all-in-one device. And I would also like to share with you guys na etong 17 na to ang pinaka budget friendly. When it comes to conversation about value for money, 17 talaga ang pinakasulit nyo bilhin. Bakit? It is because I'll be giving you the key factors why I bought this phone. First, Apple already gave their entry-level iPhone a 120Hz screen refresh rate, same with 17 Pro and 17 Pro Max. Also, the entry-level iPhone do have the same 48 megapixel wide camera sa likod and ultra-wide camera sa likod. Wala lang tong optical zoom katulad ng mga 17 Pro and 17 Pro Max. Aside from that is meron na rin tong Ceramic Shield 2 sa front screen niya as parang scratch resistant na mas better from previous released iPhone. Ngayon, it's also the same with 17 Pro and 17 Pro Max. And also, the 18 megapixel front-facing camera with square sensor is also the same with the 17 Pro and 17 Pro Max. The only drawback with iPhone 17 is the battery life. Obviously, kapag Pro and Pro Max ang iyong ginagamit, mas malaki ang battery capacity nila because they have Pro features. But again, if you will not be using the pro reasons of the phone, why would you buy or why would you pay an extra bucks for a Pro? And also, ang wala lang din naman dito sa entry-level iPhone na ito is yung vapor chamber, yung wala nung heat sa phone. So again, I am just sharing with you guys the tips and the reason why I bought this iPhone because again, out of all the competitors Android phone and out of all the newly released iPhone, this is really the one that you can get that really fits your budget and also value for money with all the features packed in this phone. Also, another conversation na gusto kong i-share sa inyo, why did I not get the 16 Pro or 16 Pro Max? Maganda rin naman yun. The reason why I did not get those 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max because matagal po ako mag-cellphone. I use my cellphone to really maximize its full potential. Imagine my 11 Pro Max was changed after 5 years and 11 months. I got it last November 2019 and I just recently changed October 2025. See the difference? I don't give up on my phone every 2 years, 3 years. I give up my phone whenever I needed to buy one or whenever I wanted to buy one and I save up for it. Katulad ng nangyayari ngayon because may 11, imagine guys, 11 Pro Max ko, it's only 64GB but it lasts me 5 years and 11 months. Imagine how I really maximize its full potential. Going back, why did I not buy the 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max? It is because I don't want to buy an iPhone released a year ago. Because again, I always use the phone to maximize its full potential. So I always get the newly released one because I felt like it will be adding up another year in the future. Not unlike buying a year ago released iPhone na syempre mas luma na yung chip niya and yung processor niya and mas luma na rin yung feature niya ng a year behind. That's why hindi ko kinuha yung 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max. And also, yung mga megapixel sa likod ng camera ng 17 Pro and 17 Pro Max are updated in comparison to 16 and 16 Pro Max and 16 Pro. So, yun lang naman. I hope it makes sense and I hope this helps you really to buy the iPhone that you really wanted. I'm nothing against buying the year ago released iPhone. With all means, if that's really what you want, the Pro Max last year, it's also great for value, but again, I never regret buying this iPhone. It's amazing, the camera quality, and I'm actually shooting this video in portrait mode and utilizing yung kanilang landscape mode while you're holding the camera. As you can see, I'm actually holding it like this. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope somewhat I was able to help my fellow Filipinos to have a buying guide, and yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.